Dan Ives. Dan, good to see you as always. Why the downgrade?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think with Trevor leaving and our analysis of the situation, I mean, to me, there's a lot more risk than benefits here in terms of the stock. And I think it's going to be a very turbulent ride over the coming months and potentially over the next year for a company that's obviously pre-revenue and has a lot of execution risk. For us, we were a whole rating. It's sort of a binary. Either we're bullish or otherwise, we see the stock going much lower, and it's sort of the latter. And that's why we decided to put the sell rating on here.
What was revealed in the Hindenburg report that you weren't aware of that you wish you had been aware of? I.e., what points that they made really hit home and you felt I should have been aware of those points already?
Yeah, I mean, look, there was obviously, anyone going through that, any investor, there's a lot more, questions than answers. And I think right now, it continues to be a black cloud over the stock until a lot of those are answered. And our issue is that for a company that needs to execute a vision on the hydrogen fuel cell side in a very competitive market, obviously GM was a feather in their cap, but going forward with Trevor no longer with the company, this is going to be a Herculean-like uphill climb. And in terms of the valuations, I've talked to investors today, it comes down to we view it $10 to $20. And obviously our price target's in the middle. But if another shoe drops, stock goes much lower. And we just don't want to be there looking investors in the eye because right now I view this as a stock that's going lower.
So, Dan, you are the first sell-side analyst to downgrade the stock, but you're not exactly early on this call. Where were you, 70, 80% ago? Could have saved investors a lot of money who were in this.
Yeah, it's a great question. Well, we initiated about a month ago. So obviously, as we initiated, it was sort of in the middle, and the stocks already had a huge run. And when I look back at the last few weeks, and especially this Twilight Zone chain of events, for us, it would sort of, okay, hindsight's 2020, but now as a whole rating, I look at it combined with what we saw from Tesla with having battery costs, I think making the price parity issue here that much more of a question. I think there's a lot more that could go wrong than right. And as I've covered tech stocks and disruptive tech 20 plus years, I just got to call, like I see it, do the analysis. We did the analysis, and to us, it's not a yellow light, it's a red light.
So, sorry to labor the point, though, Dan. Do you, the sort of accusations, the most serious accusations, when the word fraud gets brought up, fake and so on, do you go that far? Or because if you did, you'd probably have a sell rating, but you don't. You still think there's a decent amount of value there, just another 10% lower or so, Dan?
Yeah, if I thought that, I'd be at a sell rating with a $0 price target. So, obviously we're still 15, still see that significant downside here, which is why we lowered the rating. But I think that's what needs to come out. I mean, these questions need to get answered for investors to get more bullish on it and to have more, ultimately confidence in the vision. Otherwise, it's just dark days ahead here as they try to execute on the vision, even though I still do believe GM stays with the story.
So in this call, Dan, this underperform on Nikola, is it an implicit bullish view or reaffirmation of your bullish view on Tesla?
Well, it is. I mean, that continues to sort of be the view here that if you look at Tesla, forget just knee-jerk reaction battery day. I mean, them having costs on batteries, if I look out, you're talking about a company that could do potentially 1 million delivery units in the next 2 to 3 years. And I think it's just showing you can have a vision, but they're executing on it. And you're going to have a lot more companies going after the EV market. Tesla continues to be our way to play the EV space. When I look at others going after them, even as we see with Nikola, there's a lot of turbulence as you try to execute on the vision. You could talk the talk. Walking the walk's a totally different situation.
Dan Ives, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.